Hi friends, welcome. We'll continue our Gemini API series. So in this, now we'll see how we'll send a image to our model and get the description of what about the image, or you can even write a blog post about the image what we pass on. So earlier we have seen how we pass the text messages to the using the Google API, and we get back the text output and display it in a Tkinter window. So we have developed a GUI application. Now also we'll continue the same application, but this time we'll pass on an image by pasting the URL and get the detailed description about the image. We'll learn all about this. Here is the URL. You will from here you will get all the source codes and detailed explanation about the part of the codes and different steps required. Here you can see the step 1, the import required libraries. All these libraries are required. If you are using Tkinter already, you must have this, and then the same Tkinter, of course, some methods we are importing. Then the request PIL or Python image library. Here you can see the details are also link is there. You want to download it or install, you can do that. And these two libraries here, it is exclusively for the Google's Gemini Studio. The Gemini, it is required this model, and dot environment, because we will be storing the API key in our environment variable. In the previous tutorial, we have in detail also we have studied that how to store the environment variable, so it can be used because we are working on a desktop environment. So all the applications will be running in the desktop environment. So we have to store it as an environment variable, so it need not be exposed or hard coded into the script here. So this is then we are configuring it also here. So this configuration details are there, and define the function which handles the thing. It pass on the as a byte string. So for that purpose here we are importing IO and OS. So that's what, and you can below that the Tkinter GUI or the interface, what is user interface, where you will paste the URL, that part is also explained here. Below that you can just copy this entire, this is the entire source code. Here it is. So this much code only, you can come here and copy it. I am in my Visual Studio Code, so you can use any other platform in your local system, whatever you are using it. So here it is, it's a blank file. Whatever the code I have copied, I have just pasting it here. Control B, I have pasted it all the code. So you can see here at the top the libraries, because all my libraries are already installed, but you may have to install these too if you are not done so. And Tkinter, if you already have, fine, it will be there. Then here is the API key. This is there in our environment variable. So .env file. So that you have to use, and against this variable or the constant, you can use the your API key. Go to Gemini API, Gemini Studio or the Google's AI Studio, get the API key from there, and that you have to use. So you need not have to hard code it here or expose your API. So you have to use the .env file. Keep it the file in this same directory, and you have not supposed to use any codes around the API key. What you use it against that. Previous tutorial you just see there everything we have explained also. And here it is, I am just configuring the API key. Then I am model I am selecting. You can change the model also. Now there is the here is the function which pass on the image and get the description about it. So here it is, the try inside a try block. So if any error on this error or anything is there, you will get a prompt also. So here it is, describe the, now you can just see we are passing the JPG image. Use try start with JPG. Slightly you have to change if you are going for other type of image here. So here popular one, use the JPG image and send it here. We are sending it to the prompt as a prompt here and getting back the description. So what description we are getting, there is a Tkinter output box is there below that. So there whatever is previously there we are deleting it, and whatever is the new has come, that we are putting it in that box, text box. So that is what is it is, and try exit blocks, if any error is there it is printing. Here it is our Tkinter GUI. So it's title, it is a description, title, dimensions are there, then a label, enter the image URL. We are just asking, paste the URL here, then the button. Once you click that, the data you can see here, the describe image function is triggered once you click the button. So describe image means this is the function what you are using, describe image. This is the function. So the data is, or the image details are passed to the model, and the output is displayed below that. So here is the output box. That's all. This is not a very big code also. Let's run this. So we'll get the, yeah, here it is, our application. Here is the place where we will be pasting our URL of the image. Now let's just go to our browser. I am just posting it here. Let me, okay, here is the one image. What I am going to do is I will just copy this image URL. So copy image address. So the URL is copied. Now bringing it here, I am pasting it. So this is the URL it has pasted, describes the image. So this image will be passed on to our Gemini model, and let us see how it identifies this particular image, what the event is, where it is. Here it is. Here is the description of the image. The photograph captures vibrant and scene at what appears to be a large religious festival, likely the Rath Yatra in Puri, India. So it has correctly identified what the event is and then given a brief description. You can also integrate a blog post, or you can go on passing the multiple images and get different outputs about the image. Also you can get it from the Gemini model. That's all, friends. Hope you have a good learning experience, and we will continue also developing more such tools using Gemini API so it can be integrated in your applications. So if you have any idea, suggestion, doubt or questions, use the comment section below to post it. And my request is, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we are adding tutorial, and we are frequently adding them also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.